afternoon and welcome to Via Hamela Art House. Today in studio I have the lovely artist Emerald Sands from, in fact she's the CEO of The Painted Chiq. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. So today, one of the things that we always said that we would do on this show is to feature not only artists and creatives, but we would also feature a wine of the day. So today I have this beautiful, hearty Sauvignon Blanc from the Robert Mondavi's Private Selection. It's a 2018 California blend, and once chilled, it's just delicious. So we're going to have a little bit of wine while we have a conversation with Emerald on her art. And so, Emerald, we're going to get right into the conversation and talk to you about The Painted Chiq. I just love that name. It's beautiful as you are.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are introducing Emerald.
Hello.
Emerald, tell me a little bit about yourself, your journey, how long you've been doing what you're doing. Tell us actually what it is as an artist you do.
Well, I specialize in theatrical makeup, body painting, face painting, and makeup for film. That's what I do. I've been doing this about 8 years now. August gone, made it 8 years. 8 years I've been doing it. And
how did you get started? Tell us how you got started. I mean, the kind of work that you do is not the everyday makeup that you apply. I mean, you know, all of us would want to think we're makeup artists, eh? No, this goes a little beyond just putting on makeup. Tell us, I mean, did you study for this? Did it come naturally to you?
well,
Who got you involved? Those are 3 questions.
depression. Depression got me involved. Well, one, I've always been an artist.
Okay.
I used to start off doing comics. I still do comics now and again, but that's what I started off as. But I didn't really dive into the eccentric makeup until like I was hit with a very heavy load of depression. I just came out of forgive me because it's a
relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just say a relationship.
A very terrible relationship. It drove me to substance abuse.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to drink heavily. I like to the point where I had bottles in my closet of everything that I used to drink.
Okay, so you're recovering.
Yeah, I'm recovering. I've recovered, so now like I drink on occasions, but not, you know. But I came across a YouTube video where you could have taken just regular eyeshadow, school glue, and tissue to create like a zombie look.
Okay.
And I was looking for something to try to get me out of this depression because I'm like, I did not come from this line of women to be broken down like this. So I did it once, and from there I just...
It was a hit.
I just ran with it. I just ran with it. So it saved me.
It saved you. Ladies, you know, I'm so delighted to hear that kind of story because all of us come from somewhere and we all like to think that we started off as good as we are today. But it's a lot of trial and error and coming from a dark place, obviously, into something that's delightfully beautiful. And art and makeup is always beautiful at the end of the day. And so tell me a little bit about persons you may have worked on. You said that you work in film, so that means you would have crossed the local genre, the local theater companies and so forth. Have they used you a lot to work on their craft?
When I was really just starting to come up, I've done a few little Christian, theater works before. But I really didn't start like really going full blast until I met up with Tara Woodside. She is my friend and partner. We came together and we formed our own little,
The painted Chiq?
no,
No, not the painted Chiq.
Cinemorphosis.
Cinemorphosis.
Cinemorphosis,
Okay.
that is our film studio where we specialize mostly in films that require the heavy, really special effects makeup. So Tara hit me up one day. She's an actress herself, but she said she wanted to make more movies from the norm that, we'll see from Bahamian writers or whatever. And I'm like, okay, sure. And Cinemorphosis was formed. And from there, I worked with Judah the Lion. Because he's one of our best singers. Hi, Judah. So, so I work with him. I work with other local talents who was in theater and who also did short films. I worked with, oh my goodness, with that comedian, that lanky comedian. I forget his name. Oh God.
That's not important.
Okay.
You worked with a famous comedian.
Yes. So I worked with him recently. So I work with a lot of people. So. Yeah.
So how has the pandemic affected your business, though? Because a number of artists have actually had to pivot and go into other forms of expressions. So have you been, we're not out and about, we're socially distancing. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are practicing social distancing in the studio today. So we've had to do a lot of that. So makeup artists, the art that you do requires up close and personal. So how have you had to pivot into something else just to keep you going until we have gone through this stage?
Well, for one, I don't do birthday parties anymore.
Okay.
Because, that's face painting is also something that I do. And I know kids are more prone to catching sicknesses. So I'm like, I'd rather not be around kids at this moment. However, I still do one-on-one with clientels. Like I recently had a client who wanted to do a belly painting photo shoot. And I did that with her. I made sure I had my mask on. I had my sanitizers and everything. I had another client who came who just wanted to be body painted because she just had this idea and she just wanted to get it done. And I did that and she do her thing. So it's like, it hasn't affected me that much. It's just I can't go out around a bunch of people. But they could come to me maybe 3 at a time, no more than that. So that's how I've managed to, tweak.
Pivot into it. Now, you've said something very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. She spoke about body painting. Now, I'm intrigued. Are we talking about a full painting of the body? Or are we talking about specific parts of the body? What has been your most outlandish request for body art?
Something that I did not go ahead to because that's not my brand. But I've had a request during
you don't have to say the actual thing. We could get this general sense of what it is.
I had this request for Carnival and this woman was dead set on literally wearing nothing but pasties and paint.
Oh, okay. But that's not unusual.
No, it's not unusual, but it's like I still have a sense of modesty when it comes to my work.
Okay.
Like even with my body models, like I just don't let them go out and just pasties and paint. I at least decorate the delicate areas to make it look more attractive and and make it look like you actually have on some clothes.
But that is the art, that is the artistry in what you do. So that one can go out literally with nothing physical on, but just the paint, and it appears that you are covered in clothing.
Yeah, but I also have to consider the country I live in. I've had men come to me and be like, "Oh, so you do freaky things with this paint," and that's why I am very particular about the nudity aspect of it. So yes, you're going to be nude, but I'm going to make sure I at least cover you in some gems, some flowers, something, so it doesn't look perverted, because people still kind of pervert it, and I hate that.
Right.
So
and obviously that speaks to your creativity and your ability to do that, because some paint artists are just able to just paint the body and just leave it like that, and not think about context. And the context, of course, is the art that is the artistry in what you do. So that one can go out literally with nothing physical on, but just the paint, and it appears that the context for what you're doing is you're living in the Bahamas, and we're still sort of sensitive to certain kinds of exposure, levels of exposure, and so that is good. Anything else that is striking that you would have been requested to do outside of the norm, that would have taken you outside of your norm?
No, only that. So far. Wait, actually, no. Oh my goodness. I had this fellow, he came to me because he saw my special effects stuff.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, he would pay me so much money because he want me to do something. Now, the way that I work, you have to let me know what it is that you want me to do so I could be able to price you.
Right.
He would not tell me. All he said was just know you're going to get paid a handsome sum. And I'm like, there's probably something illegal. I'm like, I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not able to help you with your services. No, because I need to know what is these things are for. This is my name going behind this, and if this was for something illegal and they trace it back to me, I'm done.
I guess in that sense you're still a little conservative, because normally artists who do the kind of work that you do are generally a little bit more outgoing, and but I appreciate your stance, and once you've taken a stance, that is a good thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back with Emerald, and when we get back, we're going to talk to her a little bit about how she brands her art, where we can find her on the internet or social media, and just have a little bit more conversation with her. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Conversations with Sophia. So I want to talk to you just for a moment before we get back to our in-house guest today. And I'm featuring a product of the week, a product that you are able to go on my website and you are able to purchase at a discount. But then also you are able to contact me for gift ideas and so forth. So the glasses that we're drinking out of today, these were poured on by me. So this is one of the things that I do in my studio as well. I create this wonderful creative fluid art glass, and it goes with some weeks ago we talked about the wine carry bags that I also painted on personally, and so here you have the glasses to go with this Crips bottle of Sauvignon Blanc that we're drinking from today. Also, as a feature for the week, we have the wooden coasters. Now these again are made by myself, and I have 3 types of coasters that I have at the studio or in my gallery. We have a wooden round, we have a square round, and then we also have a coaster made of ceramic. And then we have, so that's 4. We have a glass coaster as well. This is a glass round. And these can be custom made depending on your decor in your home, what kind of colors that you have in your dining room or whatever. I've been able to do a number of these for special clients who want specific colors. And so I deal with wood, glass, or ceramic. And so these can be found, like I said, on my website, www.villa, V-I-L-L-A, Gemella, Gemella arthouse.com, and you can find all of the products, all of the art that I do on that website. So I encourage you to please call me at 424-3774 if you have a special design, a special color that you want something custom made. I can do that for you. Fluid artists are bad like that. We can do a number of things. So do give us a call, and we can sort you out for the holidays. So thank you very much for your support so far, and we will hear from you soon.